Folks, I know it looks like I'm in a different room right now, but I'm not. This is the room I'm always in. You sound crazy right now. Reality TV competitions have always been a little insane. For example, Survivor? I hardly know her. But seriously, take Survivor for example. You put a bunch of strangers on an island and force them to do a bunch of fucked up stuff. People have been found dead in jail for doing that. Straight up, I think you can pretty much get away with anything if you just film all of it and then release it as a reality TV show. If they came out with a reality competition show called So You Think You Can Push a War Veteran Down the Stairs, I hate to say it, I would not only watch that show every week, I think I would apply to be a contestant. Yes, I think I can do that. And don't get me wrong, don't get me at all, actually. I love reality competition shows. I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race for years. I just finished the new season of Top Chef. And I used to beg my mom to let me call in and vote for David Archuleta on American Idol in 2008. I've been eating this shit up, dude. And a lot of the shows are coming out with these days are pretty wild. Beast Games, for example, is so crazy. I assume. I've only watched like 10 minutes of one episode and then I got a headache and I had to turn it off, so I don't know. But none of these modern day reality competition TV shows are as crazy as they used to be back in the early 2000s, dude. This was the golden era of reality TV. You had shows like The Swan, where you had two ugly people get a bunch of plastic surgery so they could try to win a beauty pageant. You had Kid Nation, a show where they just dropped off a bunch of children in a deserted town and forced them to create a functioning society. You could make any insane idea into a reality show in the early 2000s, which brings us to the topic of today's video. In the year 2005, a reality competition show aired on Fox titled Who's Your Daddy? And it's definitely one of the most insane premises for a reality TV show that I've ever seen in my life. I could describe it to you, but I think it'd be better if I showed you a promo that aired for this television show.
If you've never met your father,
I'm your dad.
I'm your dad.
I'm your dad.
could you pick him out from a group of strangers?
I was adopted when I was 6 weeks old.
Witness the most dramatic reunion event ever televised.
I'm scared to death.
And a lifelong dream fulfilled.
Dad? Oh, God.
Who's Your Daddy? A 90-minute Fox special, Monday, January 3rd.
Yeah, man. A girl who's never met her biological father before has to pick him out from a group of 8 middle-aged men, and if she does, she wins $100,000. And she also gets to meet her biological dad or whatever the fuck. But the twist is, if any of the men who are not her father are able to convince her that they are her father, then they win the $100,000. So the first episode of Who's Your Daddy that we're gonna talk about today, it actually aired as a pilot for a planned 6-episode season, but Fox ended up immediately canceling it after the first episode due to the show's performance and lackluster reviews. Who's Your Daddy was met with backlash from adoptive parents and several protests from adoption organizations. Adam Pertman, executive director of the Evan B. Donaldson Adoption Institute at the time, wrote about this show. The very idea of taking such a deeply personal, complex situation and turning it into a money-grubbing game show is perverse, destructive, and insensitive to others. And I totally agree with him. Is what I would say if I was a fucking pussy, dude. Lighten up, pal, it's TV. Why don't you adopt a sense of whimsy, dude? So I thought it'd be fun if we watched the pilot episode of Who's Your Daddy, and I want to see if we can accomplish 2 things. Number 1, find out where it went wrong. Number 2, see if we can improve it in any way. So without further ado, let's watch Who's Your Daddy? The episode starts with a little backstory on the contestant. Her name is TJ. She was adopted when she was a baby, and she has a great relationship with her adoptive parents, which is obviously amazing, but she's always wanted to know who her biological parents are.
I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling excited, nervous, so many emotions.
I'm pretty sure TJ thinks that she's going to this big house to have a nice, normal reunion with her biological father, which is why she's pretty shocked when this happens.
Your dad is behind that door right now.
Imagine she just doesn't understand it at all. All of you are my dads? All right, go mom.
TJ, your dad's standing right in front of you now.
Fuck, man, that's gotta be a crazy feeling, dude. I mean, getting stared at by 8 middle-aged men, I imagine that's already pretty stressful, but this adds a whole other layer to it, man. Also, real quick, I gotta say, the guys who are pretending to be her dad, they're fucking blowing it so far. Bro, if I had to convince her that I was her dad for $100,000, I'd be up there like, TJ, it's me. I'm your father. Like, guys, what the fuck? Don't just stand there, dude. I will say, though, some of these guys look really emotional. Like, this is clearly getting to them, and okay, all right, never mind, except for this guy. Holy shit.
Hello, TJ. My name is Rick, and I'm your dad.
Jesus Christ, man. Every time they point the camera to this guy, he's just fucking, hey, I'm your dad. It's me.
And I'm your dad. Hi, TJ. My name is Carl.
I'm from Simi Valley, California, and I'm your dad.
Okay, so right off rip, it's that guy, obviously, right? Show's over. Show's fucking over. It's obviously that guy. Literally on the verge of tears, bro. Who could it be? Now, one of these 4 men is your father. Take a good look at them. Try to spot any similarities or if anyone's showing any emotion or anything like that. It could be any of these guys. So the guys give their introductions and they all end it with, and TJ's gut instinct is telling her that this guy Scott is her father. But she also has a few other front runners as well.
Then I looked around and then my attention was drawn to Charlie. And then Sam caught my attention because he kept looking down and it was like he was trying so hard not to show emotion.
Yeah, well, he's doing a bad job then.
He was trying so hard not to show emotion.
So next they host a little cocktail party where TJ can sort of mingle and have one-on-one conversations with each dad.
What 2 things would your friends say to describe you?
Honest and willing to help.
Okay.
Again, these guys are fucking blowing it already, dude. If I was one of these guys pretending to be her dad, I would be inconsolable, dude. I'd be on the ground weeping, at her feet begging for forgiveness. Dude, 100K is on the line here, boys. Lock in. Straight up, when she walked over to talk to me, I'd be like, it's me, I'm your dad. I'm 100% your dad, I'm not lying. Do not listen to these other fucking liars, dude. It's me 100%. I'm your dad, I swear on your biological mother's life.
And I'm your dad.
So TJ asks a bunch of questions to these guys and they give the most boring answers ever.
I like hiking. Tried jogging and bicycle riding, but I like to go slower because you can absorb a lot more.
And now we cut to a talking head from her actual dad.
Get to know TJ with other men around. There was a jealousy.
All right, I guess I can understand that a little bit, but that's so funny for the dad to actually be jealous of the other guys, dude. Like, if someone is able to trick her into thinking that they're her dad, it's not like they actually get to be her dad when the show is over, right? Like, you're her dad. Like, other people are allowed to talk to your daughter, dude. It's fine. I guess that concludes the parent-teacher meeting. Any questions? Yeah, just one. How fucking dare you? What? You're teaching my daughter stuff? Who the fuck do you think you are? Dude, that's my job. You think you're her dad or something? No, I'm her teacher. Oh, I'm sorry. I just really haven't been able to spend that much time with her lately, and I guess I'm just a little jealous. Work's been really busy at the plastic straw factory, and it's like, those turtles aren't gonna kill themselves. Hey man, I get it. It's okay. Look, your daughter told me that she really wants to go roller skating with you. Why don't you guys go do that right now? Roller skating? Wow. Her mom always loved doing that with her before she passed. I never thought she liked it. But that sounds really boring, and I don't want to do that. Then what the fuck, man? Stop talking to my daughter. That's my job.
Dad, can we go home? I need to go pray so I can go to heaven and see.
Shut up! Alright, so once TJ has gotten the opportunity to talk to all the dads, get talked to by all the dads while she ignores them, the host of the show brings her to a secret room where she can spy on all the dads via surveillance cams. And I do not envy TJ whatsoever because these have got to be the most boring conversations I've ever heard.
Anybody have a good fishing story to tell?
Does anybody have a good fishing story to tell? I know the answer to that question. No! Nobody on earth has a good fishing story to tell, dude. Here's every fishing story. One time I almost caught a fish, but then it got away. One time I caught a fish and it was big. One time a fish was there, but then it wasn't there. Yeah, I'm making a firm stance right here. Fuck fishing, bro. If I get invited to go fishing, it better be spelled with a PH. Yeah, me and the homies on a boat, sending fake emails to steal sensitive data from the elderly. So TJ is watching all these guys and she's getting a little overwhelmed by trying to look at all the men individually. But thankfully the host helps out a little.
Just look at what they've chosen to eat.
Fanola and I see that he's eating all the ice cream that the cherries left.
Yeah, I just noticed that Buddy was having a real tough time with that ice cream there, dude. That sucks that they got that on camera.
Oh, he has a cherry. I can't stand cherries. Then he eats the cherry. I'm like, great. Okay, well, so much for that clue.
Yeah, I don't know if food preferences are genetic. I mean, they obviously play a part, right? But I don't know if you should base your decision on that alone. Especially for a bunch of old guys. Like, I feel like they'll fucking eat anything that you put in front of them, dude. I'm also a little surprised that after giving all of these old men all that champagne, that they're not accidentally spoiling the entire show right now, dude. Just imagine one dude who doesn't know that he's being secretly recorded right now, and he's just like, I got a crazy fishing story for you guys. 30 years ago, I put a kid named TJ up for adoption, still never met her. And then I went fishing. So once TJ is done spying on the dads, she now has to make a difficult decision and eliminate half of the men.
I need you now to select 4.
Leaving only the men that she thinks could be her father.
My whole life has been looking for TJ. It's been a roller coaster emotionally.
Okay, hold on. So none of these guys are her dad then? They keep showing her dad. That's her dad right there. And none of these guys are a pitch black featureless entity with a scary deep voice. That'd be awesome to have a dad to look like that though, dude. That'd be sick. I'm just really gonna miss him. I know, it's hard. But at least you have all those pictures with him. Yeah, that's true. This is me and him at Disneyland. They almost didn't let him in because he didn't have an ID. Wow. I know, it's like, excuse me, how could you have an ID if you were never technically born? Never born? This is him and I on Bring Your Kid to Work Day. Okay. Where did he work? The Void. It's just this realm beyond human comprehension. I still have nightmares about it. Okay, I'm sorry if this sounds insensitive. What was your dad? You know that uneasy feeling you get when you think you're being watched? That was my dad. Always watching, plotting, scheming. He even told me years ago that he could never truly die, and that his energy would simply attach itself to a new and willing host. Okay, I think I should go. So TJ walks out and gets ready to eliminate half of the dads. And I know you're probably thinking, well, what happens if she eliminates her dad? And don't worry, they explain that right now.
So if you pick correctly, then the money stays exactly the same. If you pick incorrectly, then it goes from $100,000 down to $75,000.
So yeah, if her dad is in the group that she chooses to stay, then the money stays at $100,000. But if her real dad is in the group that she eliminates, the prize money goes down to $75,000. Boo-hoo, I know. Also, the way they're all lined up right now is making me realize that this is just the Bachelor for adopted children. This is the Dadchiller, dude. Instead of giving them a rose, you give them a fucking bush light. Okay, here are the guys TJ chooses to stay. TJ picked Charlie because she felt an immediate connection to him. Carl because he seems like the type of guy her mom would choose, even though she doesn't know who her mom is either. Rick because he was smiling really big. And Scott because he was the front runner from the beginning. Now let's see if her dad is one of the 4 guys she picked to stay.
Your father is
Oh my God.
in that group of men.
Oh God.
Let's go, dude. All right, so my top pick is Carl, dude, still, because every time they cut to him, he is fucking bawling his eyes out, man. But hey, who knows, right? Maybe it's all an act. Maybe he's crying tears of joy thinking about all the fishing trips he's gonna go on with that $100,000. I'm gonna have so many fishing stories. The next day, they plan a little game/challenge to help TJ narrow down her decision. The host comes in and tells TJ that back in the 70s, her biological father actually won a disco dance contest, so she's bringing all the guys to dance for TJ so she could see which one of these guys could be her father based on their rhythm, I guess.
You'll be sorry you did this.
Jesus Christ.
You'll be sorry you did this.
What the fuck's Rick gonna do, man? I'm gonna fucking get you for this. So TJ teaches them a little bit of dance choreography. They're all dancing, laughing, having a good time. And this is really funny because only the biological father knows why they're dancing because he was the dancer. So in his head, he's like, oh, okay, we're doing this because they know that I won a disco contest in the 70s, right? But the fake dads have no idea why the fuck they're dancing for TJ, dude. But I am glad they kept this in the show because this is literally some of the most moving television I've ever seen. It's so beautiful. TJ's biological father is unable to come right out and say, it's me, I'm your father. So he has to harness the raw, artistic power of dance to show TJ the truth. Hips don't lie.
Carl, I thought the dancing was hilarious.
Okay, damn. I'm fucking with Carl's moves heavy, dude. Holy shit. Buddy's getting fucking yoinky sploinky with it, man. Holy crap. It'd be so funny to cut to a close-up of him and he's crying. When everybody's done dancing for TJ, the host brings her into an office to explain the next activity.
So your dad is set up in a super secret location for an instant message.
That's right, guys. TJ gets to have an instant message conversation with her father.
She said I was going to get to talk to my father over the internet.
First time anybody's been stoked about chatting with an old man on the internet.
Okay, tell me what I need to know.
And by pausing the episode, you can see a little bit of their conversation. Are you and my birth mom still together? No. Did she have freckles? No. Honestly, in the grand scheme of dad messages, he's actually providing a lot of information. If this was realistic, the dad would respond to everything that she asks with a thumbs up emoji.
I can't wait to be reunited.
Venmo request pops up. Need money for beers, I'm your dad. Now TJ has to cut the men in half again. Not literally. That'd be pretty crazy, right? A dad can't just be a pair of legs. Because then he'd be a stepdad.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
TJ has to narrow it down to just 2 men. And honestly, I don't know if I'd be able to do it if I was her. Even me right now, I don't think I'll be able to do it. And I've known my dad my whole life.
Charlie, it looks like your eye teeth are not as straight as the rest. My 2 eye teeth came in behind my other eye teeth.
Whoa, hold up. Eye teeth? Do my eyes have teeth? What What the hell? I didn't know my eyes had teeth. Well, what's that old saying? You eat with your eyes first? Now I get it. Okay, I just looked it up, and eye teeth is a term for your canine teeth. That's pretty cool. Well, at the very least, this show taught me something new. In this elimination round, TJ eliminates Smiley Rick and keeps Scott as one of her possible fathers. So now there's just Charlie and Carl left. We are Charlie and Carl. Okay.
Carl, when I saw you watch me watching these men dance with tears in your eyes.
Why you gotta air him out like that, dude? I wasn't crying. Guys, she's fucking lying, dude. Those weren't tears. There was saliva from my eye teeth.
Charlie, you have an incredible spirit. I don't know,
Holy shit. I know this is like supposed to be really emotional, but holy fuck, it is so hard to take it seriously when every few seconds they're showing slow-mo footage of middle-aged men grinding on a dance floor, dude. No matter what the circumstances are, that's gonna take you out of it a little bit, no matter what. I can't believe it's been 10 years since Grandpa fell into that gorilla enclosure. Do you remember how he used to dance? Okay, never mind. I'm glad we left him in there with that gorilla. Okay, sorry. Let's see who TJ sends home.
but Charlie, I think he may be my dad.
What? After all the tears cried by Carl, she still eliminated him, dude? Bold move. Let's see if she was right.
Your dad is, in fact, in this group. You are correct.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Carl isn't the dad, dude? That's crazy, man. He was just crying for the love of the game, man.
My name is Don Gilmore. I live in Simi Valley, and I wish the two of you may the most that you wish for be the least that you get.
Yeah, well, if he's not TJ's dad, can he be my dad? What the fuck? This guy rules, man.
God bless you.
So TJ still has a shot at $100,000. She just has to pick correctly between the two guys the next day. Before that, they show her a video from her father's friend explaining the circumstances of her birth, and it's a pretty crazy story. So I guess her dad was enlisted in the army, and TJ was born right before he was sent away. And when he held TJ in his arms for the first time, he was actually planning on like running away from the army to raise TJ, but they actually stopped him before he did that. They had to make a tough decision, and they ultimately decided to put TJ up for adoption. Her dad went off to war, and him and TJ's mom ended up breaking up. So pretty devastating situation overall. Like, just absolutely brutal thing for these two young people to go through. And I feel like this scene demonstrates the issue that people had with this television show. This is a brutal, heartbreaking reveal, and TJ is clearly going through a roller coaster of emotions upon learning this information.
Your dad's always been thinking about you and always been trying to find you.
But the whole time when I'm watching this, in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a fucking game show. This is literally dad or no dad, bro. Like, I think the juxtaposition of them trying to make this emotional and serious, mixed with them also being like, make these boys dance for $100,000. It's just, I don't know if it's the best fit sometimes, you know? It's just a lot of, I hate to say it, but the dichotomy is crazy. It's the final challenge for the dads, okay guys? They get to have a final one-on-one conversation with TJ, and they also get to bring her a gift. But before that, we get a nice teaser before the commercial break.
TJ's father has a surprise that will blow her away.
A bazooka. That'd be a crazy ending to the show. Biological father walks out. Okay, so Steven shows up.
Steven here.
And he starts talking about why he had to give up TJ for adoption.
And she wasn't going to be able to take care of you by herself. She made the decision and I accepted it.
Okay, he's tearing up while he's telling the story. I could definitely see why she thought that he could be her father. I could believe him. But then again, my dad Carl was crying the whole time and he wasn't the fucking dad. He was lying. So who knows? Let's see what Steven gives TJ for her gift.
You mentioned your German short hair retriever and I want you to have it. This is for you.
I'm sorry I had to give you up all those years ago. Here's a stuffed animal. Okay, now it's Charlie's turn to explain to TJ why he had to give her up for adoption.
I was in the United States Marine Corps. I couldn't get leave at that time. It was probably the best decision.
Yeah, Charlie goes into a lot more detail about the situation, and it kind of lines up more with the video they showed TJ. So he could also be the dad. I don't know. It could go either way. So let's see what Charlie brought for a gift.
But this is the picture that I have had in my mind for the last 20 years as I see you in my dreams.
Okay, obviously I edited that. This is actually what Charlie drew for TJ. It kind of looks like Napoleon Dynamite's drawing of Trisha, but it is very sweet that he did that, and I love it. Okay, this man is a sweetheart.
I want to give this to you.
Okay, we're now at the climax of the episode. It's time for TJ to pick who she thinks her father is.
I do not want to choose wrong because I did not want my dad to think this was not important to me.
Oh, yeah, true. I didn't even think about that. I guess if she picked the wrong dad, her real dad would be a little offended, right? That should be a punishment, man. Let's raise the stakes a little bit, right? If you pick wrong, they kill your real dad in front of you.
I believe that my father is
Carl.
Charlie.
Let's go.
Anybody have a good fishing story to tell?
Dude, she did it. Isn't that insane? I mean, they definitely should not have let TJ watch that video from her dad's friend because that gave the entire backstory. So when Charlie told TJ the exact same backstory, I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer at that point. So they have a nice emotional reunion.
Please forgive me.
No.
They then bid farewell to Scott.
My real name is John Robbins, and I wish the two of you the best.
Which is nice, but also at the same time, I'd be like, fuck you for lying to me, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Let go of my daughter! Still gets jealous. The episode ends with TJ's dad revealing that she actually has 3 half-sisters, and he also brings out her birth mother, who he stayed in contact with.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Pretty fucking brutal that it was a nice happy ending to the pilot episode of the show. Everything went off without a hitch. And even after all of that, the network were like, nah, this is fucking cheeks, bro. Cancel! But at least TJ is really grateful for her $100,000.
You get $100,000.
That's so kind. Thank you.
Tone it down, dude. They did technically end up airing the rest of the taped episodes of Who's Your Daddy. They aired them on the Fox reality channel on Father's Day in 2005. And this show also inspired a show called Who's Your Mommy, which aired for a whopping 2 episodes.
Who's your mommy?
I do feel bad that the show didn't work out though, because I do think this has the potential to be a really popular show. I just think they need to switch the rules around a little bit. And here's what I'm thinking. I think the show's fatal flaw was not knowing what it wanted to be. It's stuck between an emotional, dramatic documentary about adopted children and a weird reality TV competition. So I say they gotta pick one. And obviously the one to pick is the reality TV competition. I'm thinking the end result is the same. If the real dad wins, he gets to meet his biological daughter and she also wins $100,000.
That's so kind.
But if a fake dad wins, he gets the $100,000. But I don't think TJ should have a say in the eliminations at all. I think it should be up to the real dad to prove himself that he wants it more than the other dads. Yeah, this show needs to be a straight up dad off. 3 challenges. Challenge number 1. Drinking competition, okay? You give each dad a case of 24 beers. The first 4 dads to drink their case of 24 beers, they move on to the next round. Challenge number 2. Each dad has to successfully build a dresser from IKEA and then mount a TV on the wall. And the first 2 dads to complete these tasks move on to the final. Challenge number 3. And this is when the 2 dads play a straight up, no bullshit game of Russian roulette. Full on televised, real game, full stakes Russian roulette. Because if your biological dad really loves you, he should be willing to take a bullet to finally meet you. So yeah, that's Who's Your Daddy. A really fun premise that just, didn't really work out. I'm happy for TJ, and she went on to have a very successful career in acting. She was in a couple Darman videos that I watched, and she did a good job.
We're not just telling stories.
I'm your dad.
All right, that's it. Thanks for watching this little video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button, because believe it or not, 1 like equals your dad. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the show. Let me know if you have any suggestions on how this show could have improved, or if you have any other shows from this era that you want me to talk about. Leave them in the comment section, because I fucking love making these videos. They're so much fun. And don't forget to subscribe, because as soon as you subscribe, you become a valued citizen of Kurdistan. If you don't know, Kurdistan is the best place to live in the world, and you have to be nice to me. It's the law. All right, that's it. Happy New Year. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you on the next one. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go. I'm gonna go get yoinky sploinky with Carl. Peace.